If you're looking to whet your appetite with some hot and heavy state playoff races, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Sports Time. I'm Jack Hognetta. Great to have you with us. And things are really hot and heavy in North 2, Group 2. Let's take a look at the PowerPoints as they stood this past weekend. And there you see it. There are 6 teams separated by just a few points for that 6th, 7th, and 8th state playoff spot. 2 teams in particular that you want to pay attention to. Number 8, Ridgefield Park, came into this weekend with 66 PowerPoints, and number 11, Cliffside Park, just out of state playoff contention with 61 state playoff points. So that means both Ridgefield Park and Cliffside Park needed to win this past weekend to have a shot of making the state playoffs. We start with the Scarlets. They had to take care of business against Queen of Peace. It's our game of the week here on Sports Time. The game of the week is brought to you by Space Odyssey USA. Located in Englewood, New Jersey, Space Odyssey USA is the hottest family entertainment center around.
This is where we make the run for the state championship. When I say who are we, you say Scarlets. Who are we? Scarlets! Who are we? Scarlets!
So Matt McCarroll and the Scarlets looking to make the state playoffs. And this guy right here, Mark Aspinwall, he had a big week last week, 4 touchdowns, and in this game he would pick up where he left off. First quarter, no score, first possession of the game, Aspinwall goes 61 yards for the touchdown, so that's now 5 touchdowns in his last 5 quarters. Wow! And it's 7-0 Scarlets at the end of 1 quarter of play. We go to the second quarter, same score. Scarlets gonna put it in the air. Here's Matt McCarroll, the slant to John Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald is gonna go 70 yards. No one's gonna get him until he's taken down at the 5-yard line by Mustafa Lawrence, so that sets up 1st and goal for the red and white. 2 plays later, the Scarlets capitalize. McCarroll under center, he rolls out and looks to the back of the end zone for his big tight end. It's Lewis Jacob from 8 yards out, and the Scarlets take a 13-0 lead into halftime. Captain David Capote pumps his team up.
Listen up. Last 2 quarters in the pit. Last 2 quarters ever. That's all you got to think about. Let's get this, baby. State.
So David Capote getting the red and white fired up for the second half. So we go to the third quarter. It's now 19-0 Scarlets, and senior running back Ryan Melly takes over. Melly takes this one 45 yards for the touchdown, and that gives the Scarlets a 25-0 lead. So after starting the season 1-3, Tony Gonzalez and the Scarlets just 1 quarter away from winning their 5th game and getting a shot at the state playoffs. To the fourth quarter, still 25-0. It's Ryan Melly again, 25 yards straight up the gut for a Scarlet first down. It's 1st and goal for Ridgefield Park. On the next play, it's Mark Aspinwall. He'll take it from 13 yards out for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And folks, that's now 6 touchdowns scored by Aspinwall in his last 2 games. The Scarlets go on to win this one. No problem here, 32-0 the final, as Ridgefield Park improves to 5-3 on the season and put themselves in very good contention to make the state playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you something. You play with this level of intensity, I wouldn't want to play us first round. We ain't going home.
We got a lot of momentum going into the States. And I think if we keep it up, we're going to roll over. We're going to roll over some teams.
All season, we never gave up. You know, we had a rough start, but we just played great throughout the whole year, and we're made it now. We did what we had to do.
All the hard work paying off. We worked hard during the week. We found ways to practice through the rain this week. Watched a lot of films. Really went hard for this game, and it feels good to, you know, get our goal.
So Ridgefield Park, they took care of business. They beat Queen of Peace. Cliffside Park, on the other hand, a much tougher task. They would have to knock off unbeaten Tenafly, who's in 1st place in the BCSL American. So here we go. Let's head out to Tenafly High School. This guy in his banana outfit, sign him up at quarterback. But the only person you want to sign up is this guy right here. Billy Tesher of Tenafly would have a huge game. First quarter, already 7-0 Tigers. It's Tesher on the draw, and he's going to take it straight up the middle, 63 yards for the touchdown. That makes it 14-0 Tigers, and we would see more from Billy Tesher a little bit later on in this game. But Cliffside Park would answer. and they would answer with a guy by the name of Iago Ladia. He cuts to the outside, and Ladia is going to go 55 yards on this run, bringing it down all the way to the 5-yard line. Carlos Alvarez would punch it in from 1 yard out to make it a 14-7 game. The Red Raiders right back in it. But one of the reasons why Tenafly is undefeated, they're deep. They have 2 quarterbacks. Here's the junior, Paul Hamersma, and Hamersma checks into the game, dishes it to Ryan Labatkin, who goes 18 yards for the score, and just like that, Tenafly back up on top by 2 touchdowns. It's 21-7. But the Red Raiders, they're fighting for a playoff spot, and Joe Smith is fighting for yards. 40 yards up the middle, a big Raider run. That sets up 1st and goal for Cliffside Park. The very next play, Smith punches it in from 6 yards out, and once again, the Red Raiders right back in it. They're down by 7. It's 21-14 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, Billy Tesher takes over again for Tenafly. On the handoff, Tesher is going to go 43 yards on this run for his 2nd touchdown of the game, and once again, Tenafly back up on top. It's 28-14. On the next Tiger possession, this guy is a machine, Tesher. Can anybody stop this man? 88 yards. He's gone for his 3rd touchdown of the game. More than 200 yards on the ground for Tesher in this one. That's a career high. Tenafly takes a 34-14 lead into recess, and the Tenafly Tiger loving it, doing the old stutter step. So we go to the 3rd quarter. Same score. More from the Tigers. Hamersma rolling out, plenty of time. He goes deep to John Quinn, 63 yards, the 2nd touchdown of the game for Quinn. And this one is all Tenafly as they go on to win by a final score of 47-27. So Tenafly improves to 8-0 on the season, while Cliffside Park drops to 4-4. But for the Red Raiders, this was a tough loss because it puts them out of contention in the state playoff race. Let's take a look at your current power rankings in North 2 Group 2. Ridgefield Park, they beat Queen of Peace, so therefore they clinch the number 8 seed in North 2 Group 2 with 89 points. Cliffside Park out of contention. They finish at number 11 with just 71 points. But hats off to Cliffside Park. After winning just 1 game in the past 2 seasons, they finished this season, at least part of this season, at 4-4 going into the final week. More action in the BCSL American. That's early Player of the Year candidate David Milne and Rutherford taking on Englewood. The Maroon Raiders fighting hard in this one, down 14-0, but Peter Williams says not anymore, catches the 2-yard touchdown right there to make it 14-6. But the Bulldogs would answer. David Milne finds LaRon Dillard. He's covered well, but Dillard somehow ends up with the football, 21 yards for the touchdown. The Bulldogs back up by 2 scores. It's 21-6. On their next possession, it's Milne again. He runs up the middle and goes 12 yards into the end zone for the score. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, making it 28-6 Bulldogs. And watch it again. Milne finds the hole and takes advantage as he scores the touchdown easily. He is a top player in Bergen County. To the 3rd quarter, same score. Milne at it again, up the middle to Tom Allen, 38 yards for the touchdown, his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Milne with 5 touchdowns in this one. Incredible. Bulldogs go on to win by a final score of 42-12, and they're on their way to the state playoffs. Coming up on Sports Time, the Bergen County Boys Soccer Tournament is down to 4 teams. Can Cliffside Park stay unbeaten as they take on Bergen Catholic? Plus, Leonia looking to do something they haven't done since the 1980s in boys soccer. Highlights coming up next on Sports Time.